Yo, shout out to everybody. I kind of just want to look into what is going on, like with this whole Max B situation. Shout out to Max B, got out of jail recently. Uh, this is wild crazy, y'all. We gonna kind of look through people sending me like, yo, what's going on with academics and Wack 100? Like, yo, like listen to this. Wack 100 saying X, Y, and Z. I see 1090 Jake. He had put out a video talking about Max B's case and everything, and I kind of just want to look at that, man. Shout out to them. Let's listen to what academics is saying first. And then I want to, you know what? No, let me listen to what 1090 Jake is saying. Shout out to 1090 Jake. Let me hear what he's saying.
And AKA Pooh Sims apparently came out and said Max B snitched. And this would start a whole crazy thing because it's like, all right, well, is French going to cut him off? He was beefing with Jim Jones, calling Jim Jones a snitch. How's this going to go? Is he going to be released? Is he going to be...
The crazy part about all of this, man, it's like he just got out of jail, gang. That is wild, man. Wack 100 didn't waste no time. This is crazy. I kind of was looking at, before all of this, I looked into everything. I didn't really see anything to where he told. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of like, yo, what am I missing here? Let's listen to him.
Be embraced if he is. If he's a rat, should he just stay? So this man single-handedly started the whole snitch campaign against Max B. Now, once that happened, I mean, there's a ton of videos on this from a few months ago. Max B hit with new snitch allegations right before his release. Wack 100 claims he has paperwork on Max B snitching. It started to get crazy, right? And we're going to get down to the bottom of what the allegations are. So this is Pooh Sims on the phone with, I believe, Doggy Diamonds TV. Shout out to him. I don't know him personally, but I found this video, and we're going to let Max B's co-defendant explain what he feels took.
Oh, man, I can't. I don't think Doggy Diamonds really rocks with me like that, so I'm not going to play his footage.
Here from King Erna, where he's apparently breaking down the actual documents that were sent to him by the co-defendant.
Yo, this is King Erna coming to you guys live and direct. I'm going to take you to the honorable paperwork that Pooh Sims gave me permission to have. He gave me permission to put this paperwork out. Now, he also told me to make sure I block out buildings, addresses, because this paperwork is not being put out to cause any type of negativity. It's being put out simply so Charlie Wingate supporters and followers can see that the lifestyle he speaks of being a gangster is not all cracked up what he says to be.
I pray to God that this man can read the actual fucking paperwork.
Hey, who was just thinking the same thing 1090 Jake thinking? I was thinking like, man, I hope he can read this paperwork, bro.
Fraud. Now, I'm going to take y'all all the way over here, though. Right? And when I take you...
But it's like, somebody in the comment section said this, why block stuff, but you putting out? Like, yeah, why do that, bro? Like, just put out everything, bro. It's paperwork. People going to get it one way or another.
Over here, I want to say, this is when the court is speaking. I have the transcripts. Not what Buck has. I don't know if that's a made up, in Philly we call it 7540. But this is what I have, okay? The court, thank you. You could be seated, please. And detective, I just remind you are previously sworn in this morning. You remain under oath to tell the truth, okay? Yes, Your Honor, thank you. The court, I believe we're on recess. Examination, Mr. Salute. Mr. Salute, thank you, Judge. Recrossing there, examination by...
Man, I'm gonna just have to skip to wherever the fuck he talks about something important, because the way he be reading, I ain't gonna lie, this shit's kind of...
Yo, you funny, bro.
On redirect, Mr. Delaney talked...
Yo, why can't 1090 Jake get the paperwork? Maybe he got it. I don't know. We'll finish watching it. You know, Tonight Jake be having the scoop on everything.
You about the fact that when you talked to Charlie Wingate, you already had information developed that Gina Conway was somehow an associate with Sin City. Right. Answer, correct. Question. Now, Sin City, did you go and look at the place? Do you know what the place is? I know what it is, but I was never there. This is the detective talking. Question. What is it? Answer. It's a club. It's a gentleman club. Question. Strip club? Answer. That's another word for it, yes. Question. Now you said in your direct and my, going right over, hold on, my cross, that you were careful not divulge to Mr. Wingate information about the fact you were investigating a robbery and or a homicide, correct? The detective answered, yes. And you said also to Mr. Delaney on redirect that you already had the information about Sin City, that Gina Conway was some way associated with Sin City when you went to talk to Mr. Wingate, right? Yes. Question. Mr. Wingate, however, independently, without you telling him that you had that information, also gave you that information about the fact that Gina Conway might be in some way associated with and or at Sin City, correct? Yes.
Am I missing something? Like, as to how the fuck this is...
Can somebody tell me how this is snitching? I don't think this is snitching, gang. Like, I don't know.
This is like a big thing? Who's your girlfriend? Oh, my girl's Gina. Oh, what does she do for work? She's a dancer. She strips over at Sin City. Who's your girl? Jessica. What does she do for work? She works at fucking Dunkin' Donuts. Is that snitching?
No. I mean, I don't know. Chat, y'all tell me what y'all... I don't think this is snitching, man. You know what I think? I think the guy, who is it, his brother or whatever, I think the dude is just mad he's still in jail, man. Like, but he's the one that actually pulled the... You know what I mean? And popped dude in the face and all of that. So it's like... Bro, and I think he lost like... It was like 4 appeals or whatever. Like, so it's... He probably salty. It's like, yo, like, Mac's supposed to get 75 years. He only do like, you know what I mean? Like 50. What did he do? Like 7. How many years did he do? Hold on. Yeah, he only did. He still got 59 years left, you know, out of 75 years. He got out like early. Like, what is going on? You know, so he's probably just mad, you know, because he's stuck in a jail. He's trying to put some dirt on dude's name. That's kind of what it sounded like to me, because this don't sound like snitching, gang. It don't sound like snitching.
Is this anything else?
Mr. Salute, nothing further, Judge. The court, okay? Thank you. Then they're going to go on. But listen, we're going to stop it here because I don't want nobody to misplace, you know, like misinterpret anything. I have the transcripts. Again, this is the transcripts. I have the
Bro, just because you got the transcripts don't mean somebody telling, bro. Is this too crazy, man? I don't want to say too much. I don't know. These dudes be these dudes are goons, man. I don't want to say too much about him. You know what I mean? But it's like, nah, bro. It's not snitching, man.
Scripts. I don't have Wingate. Who is Charlie Wingate? Charlie Wingate is who? Max B, the quote-unquote wave lord. Simply can't stop telling.
Okay, so... So the big thing that Max B snitched on was he said his girl works at the club. He didn't say that his girl set up a robbery. He didn't say that his stepbrother blew somebody's brains out. He said, my girl work at a club. And that's all y'all had to fucking come up with?
Ain't her name like Gina or something? Like, she's the one, when she got caught, she started telling everything. And she's the one that set up the lick, right? Like, she knew the dude had money or whatever, and she got the dude in a hotel and said that Max B was like the mastermind behind it all. Like she's like the tattletale in this whole situation. But I don't think Max B told, and I don't know him at all, nothing like that. I don't think he told, bro. I don't think he said nothing.
This is all the co-defendant could say to try to knock Max B's name out the way. So this is something that's interesting, right? I'm gonna show y'all what the fuck snitching actually is, because
shout out to Craig Wilson. He got the 199 super chat. Shout out to you. He said, I'm not hearing any snitching. I don't hear none.
What they're talking about here ain't it. So again, this is Max B's actual appeal, right? Now when you go through
Okay, Jake's got the appeal. All right.
Max B's appeal, we're gonna go after dude got his shit blown out, whatever. When detectives arrested Conway, Gina Conway, she gave them a statement implicating Max B and Pooh Sims. So right there, just so there's no confusion.
So she told
Gina, who found the dude to be robbed, told Max B, went on the robbery with Pooh Sims and let everything play out, duct taped whoever, whatever. The second she got booked, she told on everybody. That's the snitch. There's no confusion as to who did what. Gina Conway, the girlfriend of Max B, was sentenced to 15 years in jail on Friday for her role in a botched burglary that left a man dead. Gina Conway, testified against Max B and his stepbrother in a plea deal to avoid a potential life sentence.
Somebody said, why did Max involve himself in this? He was making money already. I don't know, man. A lot of times, like, I mean, it did look like he was making a lot of money, like, for real. But a lot of times, like, when we think people have money, like, they may not have as much as we think, you know? And sometimes they just caught up in a life, man. Like, you know, you remember being young, you just want to be bad, bro. Like, you don't really care. Like, a lot of things are not logical. You know what I'm saying? You just want to be bad. You want to, you know what I mean, do what you ain't supposed to do. It could be like one of them situations like, yo, I see this dude slipping, you know what I mean, let me just get the money. Now, I'm not saying that's right, you know what I mean, but it's just what he did, you know. But I don't see that he snitched or nothing. Like, I don't see nothing like that.
Y'all want to talk about snitching and say, oh, he said his girl worked at a fucking strip club. That's not snitching. What the fuck is that doing for solving the case? And then they're saying the police already knew the information anyway, so it wasn't like it was nothing that they didn't fucking know. But who snitched in the case is the girlfriend who was arrested, immediately blamed them, and then took a plea deal for 15, signed off on 15 years, and testified against Max B and the co-defendant.
She should never have even gotten a deal, bro. Like, if she's the one that, because really she's the one that found the lick, right? And she brought, didn't she's the one that brought it to Max B's attention. Like, so it's like, man, I'm tired of them giving these girls like breaks, bro. Like, that be causing all of this. Like the Merlin Santana girl that, you know what I'm saying? Like, did what she, you know what I mean, had Merlin Santana, the dude from the Steve Harvey show that ended up losing his life. You know, got him set up. It's like, these girls need the maximum sentences, bro, for doing stuff like that. It's crazy. They be getting off light. But, you know, they, you know, if you're the prosecutor, you do need somebody to turn so you can get everybody else on a conspiracy case. So, I mean, I guess the prosecutors had to do what they had to do, but, man, she crazy, bro.
So why would the co-defendant be speaking out? This is Kelvin right here. This is the State of New Jersey Department of Corrections website. Kelvin's current parole eligibility date is June 26, 2070. Let me say that again. 2070. And he's convicted on 2 counts of murder, a count of aggravated manslaughter, kidnapping, 3 counts of robbery, a count of weapon possession, and a count of conspiracy with robbery, right? He has a life sentence, technically. It says it right here. He has a life sentence. Let me scroll it down so you can, oh, I can't because it's a little bit over. Yeah, he got fried, right? he got absolutely fried in this case. So why would he be speaking out against Max B? Well, Max B's coming home. Max B just came home. But leading up to that, obviously, he's looking at it like, what do you mean?
He jealous, man. He jealous.
Why is he getting out? I'm not getting out. Well, I'll tell you why. Because you actually blew dude's face off. And Max B wasn't even there when it happened. So again, like most of these cases, it seems like a case of hating. Gina set the whole shit up. Max B played his role, whatever. Gina went through with it with this guy. This guy popped a gun that he wasn't even supposed to bring. And it ended how it ended.
That's why you don't do stuff like this, man. Because it's always going to be some dude like this not thinking and foil the whole plan. You know, and then maybe the ones that foil the whole plan be the ones like hating. They either turn or they start hating on you, bro. Like, it ain't worth. That's why that crime ain't even worth it, bro.
Life, she told she got 15. Max B got 75 and got it reduced down to a 20 piece and just came home. Now, shout out to my boy Danza. Danza actually.
Shout out to Danza Project. Let me show him. We following each other. Shout out to him. He said, I'm cool to use his footage too.
Got on the phone with Max B leading up to his release to address the allegations and, you know, get his side of the story.
You're on your way home, right? November 9th is the date for you to get home.
Call them about the price. Call them about the price.
Yo, as this day gets closer, what we notice all throughout everything, you know, it's like the devil is trying to come in the way and hold you back from, you know, being the man that you intend to be. You know what I mean? It's almost like, how could we pull something else out of him to possibly get him to have a hiccup in his progress?
And that's a fact. I mean, it's even something that they've accused me of, you know, as far as like BG when him coming home or, Thug, plenty of people, right? But a lot of the times these shits just pop off. I'm not the one that finds it. I'm just the one that finds the truth behind the situation. But it seems to be the thing. Somebody's getting released and immediately it's a snitch narrative thrown on them, whether it be true or false.
Somebody said, surf thing is the same thing. The surf thing is not the same thing, bro. I know you got surf nuts in your mouth, but it's not the same thing. Surf got up there and said he crossed state lines with members and associates. Like, what are you talking about? This is a completely different situation. Surf said I was a leader in an of the gang. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he said he was one of the leaders. He said it when they asked him, like, get his nuts out of your mouth. Like, it's not the same thing. Max B said it was a girl in a club that he used to know. That's not the same thing.
There's been some people out here on some platforms trying to throw some mud on your name, alleging they got this and that. What is your thoughts on what you hear about that?
That's all I'm saying is this. My case is sensitive. So, the shit I did to get here, I'm going to tell y'all this. If I did tell, shit, I would have hoped that I got less time than motherfucking 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So, the rest of that, I'm gonna wait for the book.
Perfect. That's all he had to say. I love that, right? I'm going to wait for the book so I can actually make money off of my life story. But I'm going to say this. If I snitched, I would have hoped I got less than 20 years. Okay, well, let's look at the case, right? And let me zoom in on myself. But shout out to my boy Danza.
Yeah, exactly. Craig Wilson said this is nowhere near the same thing as the Surf conversation. Like, dude's just gobbling Surf's nuts, bro. Surf probably said hi to him. And he's turned on or something. Like, dude is weird. Like, Surf stood up there and said a whole lot that he shouldn't have, you know, a yes man to a whole lot of stuff. Like, Max B ain't do nothing near that.
Let's look at the case. Max B got conspiracy charges on this shit, right? He wasn't there. He didn't actually do it. He didn't pull the trigger. He didn't duct tape anybody, right? But he got 75 years. Co-defendant got life, right? Gina was the one that introduced him to the scheme. Gina duct taped another woman, let the man in that had the gun, Pooh, and then Pooh blew somebody's face off. Gina took a plea deal after snitching when it first happened, implicating both co-defendants and testifying against both co-defendants. She got 15 years. So y'all think that if Max B snitched, he would have got hit with 75 when he wasn't even there?
Yeah.
Because his participation compared to hers.
Yeah, how does that even sound, him snitching, bro? Like, he got 75 years, bro. He got out early. What was it? Good behavior and a bunch of other stuff. But it's like, bro, he never would have got 75 years if he would have snitched, bro. I don't think he would have. You know what I mean? I'm not going into this blind. I don't think he snitched, bro. I just don't think he did.
Doesn't even compare. He would have got the lowest deal in the case. He would have been home. It doesn't add up realistically. So what would be the reason for all the hating? Well, I'm going to show y'all a throwback video of Max B. Y'all got to understand, this was one of the biggest shit poppers, shit talkers. Like,
And, you know, shout out to 50 Cent and everything, but I feel like 50 Cent was influenced by this dude. Like, Max B had the melodies back in the day. You know what I mean? Like, when dudes, you didn't really hear dudes like singing on tracks or whatever. He couldn't sing, but it was just like, you know, like a style or whatever he was doing. And it flowed dope with the music. You know what I mean? So, and I feel like that's why you got 50 window shop mad at me. You know what I mean? Like, he got real cold with the hooks. I think, I mean, I don't know, man. I'm just speaking. Shout out to 50 Cent. No diss to him. You know what I mean? But it feels like he's kind of an influence to that.
He used to pop his shit on everybody with no fucks given.
The man, Max B. What's up, boy? We on the Ave. We in the hood.
All day, every day.
All day, every day.
133, 7 for lunch.
He got the hair out today. You know what I'm saying? No,
She loves me not. Hold on. This nigga freaky zeeky, right? Nigga got shot and got subpoenaed, and you told on them niggas that bucked you up, nigga. Nigga, you not waving in the board.
He used to talk crazy to people, okay?
Listen, I'm not even gonna show y'all all this shit because he gonna say so much shit that I'm gonna have to edit out. But I'm telling you, Max B used to pop his shit, and he's free. So don't be surprised when he goes to doing it again. And I just want to show y'all too, Max and French, their friendship goes so far back. So to see them,
and French Montana, one of the most loyal people too, bro.
You know, let me see which video it was. To see them back together, smiling, cheesing, talking about going to Morocco. It's a beautiful fucking thing because,
and you know they about to get crazy money too, bro. You know that's about to happen. Max B interviews gonna be golden. You know, he gonna make crazy money off that. You seen him in the studio with French. You know French know how to make hits. So we'll see. He gonna make some money, man.
Because this is a friendship that's lasted since the days when both of them were in the trenches for real.
Hey, yo, hold on.
Hold on. I ain't playing that music.
So French got a net worth between 35 million and 50 million according to sources, but at the same time, he just put a ring on this woman right here, who is the Dubai's princess.
Oh, he's smart. People like, why he leave Trina? You know, French went on to bigger and better things. Yo.
With a $1 billion net worth. Like you can't even make that make sense. But welcome home to Max B. I'm gonna be honest with you. I never until today looked into his case, looked into the allegations or anything like that. And now that I have, and I feel like I did so pretty quickly, no, I don't think Max B snitched in any fucking capacity, bro. You said to the police, yeah, my girl works over here. That's not snitching by any means. But your girl testified against you and implicated you in the crime that cost 16 years of your life. So,
yeah, that's why Trina was scoring, like, because French left her. Remember? She did, like, an interview talking about it. She tried to, like, sneak this him and everything. But he left and moved on, bro. Now he dealing with, like, a princess or something like in Dubai. About to marry her. Dude's about to make crazy money. And Max B connected with this dude. Man, Max B's life about to be crazy. Can't he travel now? He did his sentence. I don't know. I got to look at everything because he probably still can't travel. But whenever he's able to travel, man, going to Dubai, seeing the world, bro, so he's going to be different.
Can't wait to see what Max B does. I feel like he's about to just stop popping that shit. Go back to his old ways and, do what he does.
Yeah, and people like, yo, Max B, like, why is he in the clubs? I mean, bro, if you've been locked for 17 years or whatever, man, you want to go to club, gang? Like, you know what I'm saying? you know what I mean? Like, I ain't really mad at him, but, I just hope he's careful. Don't be around the wrong people. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Max B, man. I ain't got no problem. Let's see what Wack 100 is saying about Max B.
What's up?
Wack, I have to call you. I don't know if you want to do this after.
We live on Vlad. What's up?
Oh, Vlad, what's good, my brother?
What up?
Wack, I think you've been countered. I think we're hearing that.
Craig Wilson said if Max B wasn't there, then how did he get put in the situation? That Gina girl, when she got locked, she told. That's what Andre's saying to you in the chat. Like, she implicated him in all of that.
Max B's as solid as they come. He did not cooperate, brother.
Max B, I sent you all the paperwork.
I'm watching the 1090 Jake thing. It said that
No, I don't care about 1090. 1090 is just a regular dude like everybody else. The documents, this is what you're looking for. Actually, here, let me guide you directly to what you want to read.
Okay, give me a paperwork breakdown.
I sent you the paperwork. This is going to guide you right to where you want to read. This is one part where he's admitting that due to his cooperation, he should be given leniency. Here, that's
what page is
other
this?
part. That's Max B's paperwork.
Yeah, but
the other part
you sent me a document. What page is on it?
I don't look at it. It'll tell you that. You have all the documents. You even have the appeal. There's another part where you'll see Max B told the detectives where the girl involved in the murder robbery, where she works, the strip club, and where
is
she
that
lives.
snitching though? I've heard from
Hell yeah, that's snitching. See, this is the part.
If I'm a street dude, let's say me and you are street dudes, and they said, do you know where Wack works? And I said, I know Wack does podcasts or does interviews with DJ Vlad. Am I snitching?
Listen, let's paint the right picture. Academics.
Yeah.
This lady and this dude was involved in the murder robbery. We know you have some involvement as well. What do you know about them? She works at Scarlet Strip Club and lives at this location. They're letting him know she is an interest. He knows she's of interest because they put the play together. Anytime you give any information up on anybody else other than yourself, you're telling. And this is why your crowd is not going to understand. Our rules are our rules. We don't give a damn about what the civilians or the L7 think. The minute Max B told that detective where that woman lived and where she worked, and they apprehended her, she then told on Pooh Sims, who got 120 to life, and she did like 8 years or so. She went to jail as well. You tell it. And if you read the document,
Wingate contends that the three aggravating factors cannot support the sentences. He argues that he had only 2 prior indictable convictions and that there exists in this case only a general type of deterrence that is present in every sentencing. He also argues that the court failed to explain why it found a risk that he would commit further crimes. Wingate also argues that the court erroneously failed to find any mitigating factors. Specifically, he argues that his conduct was the result of circumstance unlikely to reoccur. Because he would have nothing more to do with Conway, he also argues that he cooperated with law enforcement authorities by helping them. Oh.
you're going to read.
But I heard she told on Max B as well.
Listen, it don't matter. He told on her first.
Okay.
You don't give a shit.
Let me ask you one question.
If you read the document, it says.
No, so the paperwork.
Wingate also urges that the court
erroneously
erroneously failed to find
mitigating
any
factors.
mitigating factors. Specifically, he argued that the conduct was a result of circumstances unlikely to recur because he would have nothing more to do with Conway. He also argues that he cooperated with law enforcement authorities, right? Within helping them locate Conway. You're a fucking rat.
Oh shit. Wingate had been convicted previously of first-degree armed robbery. He had been released from custody only 1 year before committing the current offenses. Those circumstances supported the court's finding of a risk of occurrence. On the other hand, Wingate's assertion that he would have nothing further to do with Conway, and that's blocked off, was no evidence that Conway initiated the conspiracy or enlisted Leardon to commit the robbery. And certainly no evidence that Conway had anything to do with the previous armed robbery that Wingate committed. Wingate arguing that he cooperated with law enforcement authorities is also devoid of merit. It was Conway, not Wingate, who admitted her complicity in the crimes and testified against Leardon and Wingate. The statement Wingate provided to law enforcement authorities about Conway's whereabouts can hardly be deemed cooperation. Did Wack 100 miss that last part? It says Wingate's argument that he cooperated with law enforcement authorities is also devoid of merit. It was Conway, not Wingate, who admitted her complicity in the crimes and testified against Leardon and Wingate. The statement Wingate provided to law enforcement authorities about Conway's whereabouts can hardly be deemed cooperation. Wingate also argues that the court erred by imposing consecutive 15-year sentences for his, that's covered up, counts 3 and 4, and consecutive 20-year sentences for his kidnapping convictions, counts whatever. The consecutive sentences on those counts did not increase Wingate's aggregate prison term. So Wack is focused on Wingate argues that the court erroneously failed to find the mitigating factor. Specifically, he argues that his conduct was the result of circumstances unlikely to reoccur because he would have nothing to do with Conway. He argues that he cooperated with law enforcement authorities by helping them locate Conway. But then there's another paragraph that Wingate argues that he cooperated with law enforcement authorities is also devoid of merit. It was Conway, not Wingate, who admitted her complicity in the crimes and testified against Leardon and Wingate. The statement Wingate provided to law enforcement authorities about Conway's whereabouts can hardly be deemed cooperation. Did Wack 100 miss that part? Yeah, chat, like, help me out. I'm actually looking at the chat right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me know. Like, it seemed like Wack is looking at that part, but then he misses the second paragraph under that, to where it's saying that, like, he basically, it's devoid of merit. Like, it wasn't him that actually cooperated with law enforcement. Andre said he definitely missed that. So shout out to DJ Academics for having everything highlighted, because a lot of people would probably not even see that. So if you Wack 100 and you just want to pin something on him real quick, like, yo, he cooperated, you just look at that one part. But if you go 2 paragraphs down, it's saying that he didn't cooperate. So I don't know, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Somebody said that's why he won't let Academics get a question in. Yeah, I mean, if you just reading it, like, you see that second paragraph, it does look like he cooperated until you get to the 4th little paragraph, and then it says he didn't. It wasn't him. It was actually Conway, not Wingate. So not Max B, who admitted her complicity in the crime and testified against Leardon and Wingate. Wingate provided to law enforcement authorities about Conway's whereabouts can hardly be deemed cooperation. I don't know. I don't think he I mean, unless I'm like super dumb, like this don't seem like it's because they're saying that he didn't cooperate right here. Like, look where my cursor is. Hold on, let me show you. It's saying he didn't cooperate in this one. This one is saying he did, and this is what Wack is focused on. But this one says he didn't. This one is challenging this one. It said, like, yo, it's like he didn't cooperate. That's devoid of merit. Like, it wasn't actually Max B who cooperated. It was this person that did it. So why would, like, unless Wack is just like hurrying up trying to get content, he not seeing that. I want to see what academics has to say about that.
It's right there.
Okay. Let me ask you a question.
Do you not see that?
No, I do see it, but
Do you see it?
no, I see it, but if your lawyer contends, like for example, if your lawyer says
No.
if your lawyer makes a case saying you have been helping to stop the violence in the community,
Listen, the lawyer.
Isn't that an argument you would make in an appeal?
The lawyer, listen, only it said Wingate cooperating with law enforcement help find out Conway's location. That is not the lawyer. Is the lawyer name? Who name is Wingate?
That's Max B.
Okay, it specifically says Wingate, not the lawyers. Wingate helped the detectives through cooperating with law enforcement authorities, helping them locate Conway. Look, bro, in our world where we come from, you told, you read it.
No, bro. Wack has been getting a lot of stuff wrong, bro. Like, nah, man. Like, that's not... He didn't rat, bro. It literally says it in the 4th paragraph that he didn't rat. It says it right there. Wack is thinking you're dumb and you're just going to read that the one he's talking about. He thinks you're dumb and you're not going to look at the other one. Somebody said hating bloggers. Like, I mean, academics is not hating on him. He's just asking him questions. And academics is the one that's got all of this highlighted. I think academics is probably, I don't know if I'm giving him too much credit. He's probably highlighting it so you can see that. Like they're actually contending that Max B didn't cooperate. Wingate's argument that he cooperated with law enforcement authorities is also devoid of merit. It was Conway, not Wingate, Max B, who admitted her complicity in the crimes and testified against Leardom and Wingate. The statement Wingate, Max B, provided to law enforcement authorities about Conway's whereabouts can hardly be deemed cooperation. It says Wingate also argues that the court erred by imposing consecutive 15. So this is like other stuff, but this one is the one. This shuts down everything Wack 100 is saying right here. Why is Wack 100 trying to lie on this dude? Like, Max B didn't tell, bro. Like, the dude that 1090 Jake like was playing, like, couldn't even like show that Max B was telling, and this doesn't say he was telling either. Unless the whereabouts part is like is the issue.
You also told, that's letting you know his cooperation was, she lives here, work there. He knew she was part of the murder robbery.
But I don't understand it. So Surf got up there, Sue Surf got up there and said, I'm conspiring with members and associates in furtherance of the gang. When they asked him that, he said, yes, ma'am. He was going across state lines with members and associates moving products. They asked him that. He said, yes, ma'am. That's more cooperating than this. Like they're literally arguing that he didn't cooperate. Like here. So I don't know. I think Wack might have got this one wrong, gang. I think Max B might be in the clear.
Because they all lined it up. Are you playing the recordings I sent you on this brother who's doing 120 life? I sent you all this 2 days ago.
Yeah,
120. That's a real number.
Yeah. All right, hold on. But
I
here's the
sent
thing.
you the recordings.
That doesn't make sense. 120 life.
Yeah, no. Yo. Tell Vlad this is New Jersey. They fry you over here. They don't play that. They fry you. Some Texas shit.
We got homies that got 237 plus 2 life sentences.
Hey, shout
2 life sentences plus 237.
Yeah, Vlad, in New Jersey, when they catch, hey, tell Vlad, the niggas that ran up my crib, they doing 20. I ain't have to take the stand, I was ready to do it.
Listen, act, and I wouldn't have called you a rat, because you a civilian. Act, listen, at the end of the day, I don't know Max B. I have all the reason in the world to be cool with him because him and French are brothers, and French is my comrade, respectfully. But the paperwork is the paperwork. In 6ix9ine's words, they're just like him.
Hey, by the way, also Vlad, just to give you a little more context, because I grew up in that county. It's Bergen County. It's a Jewish county. Nothing is open on Sundays. All malls are closed. That's law. You cannot sell nothing on Sundays.
Hey, you know what? I don't see many bloggers talking about this or pointing this out. If y'all can't, YouTube is giving y'all hype points. Like you can use 3 hype points a week. Use one of the hype points on this video so we can kind of push this out a little bit so people can see this. Because people are missing that paragraph, bro. You like the video and all of that, appreciate it, but also use a hype point with it too.
You do crime over there? That's why they held Fabio for 6 months. They just buried that nigga. They don't give a fuck.
So look, you got the paperwork. You looking at it. You got the full document. I isolated the document. You have a recording from his brother, Pooh Sims. Press play, bro. Let him in. He's doing 120 life.
Yeah, but I don't need to hear him kind of repeat. Like, I know the crime he did. Like, you know.
He's the one that directed me where to go find these documents. He's doing the time. The girl did 8 years or 10 years or so. She did time.
All right, let me ask you this ideological question. Hey, because this is also what Max B's arguing. Yo, I told him to go steal the money. This is the dummy that shot the nigga in the head because he wanted to. He was doing too much or whatever the fuck.
You cannot listen, bro.
Wait, what? What you say, academics?
Arguing. Yo, I told him to go steal the money.
She did time.
All right, let me ask you this ideological question. Hey, because this is also what Max B's arguing. Yo, I told him to go steal the money. This is the dummy that shot the nigga in the head because he wanted to. He was doing too much or whatever the fuck.
You cannot listen, bro. See.
Once you're involved in a crime,
No, I agree. I'm playing devil's advocate.
Listen, me and you, we go to the store, right? Vlad, take me to the store. I go in the store, shoot a dude. Vlad don't know. I walk out with a bag of chips and a soda pop, get in Vlad's car, pull off, don't say nothing. The cameras catch Vlad's plates, right? They knock on Vlad's door. I know Vlad is gonna say, yeah, we went to the store, yeah, it was Wack. I put Vlad in that situation. What I would do is come out that damn thing on foot and never look back at Vlad ever again to try to keep him out of it. But if Vlad is my homeboy, Vlad from the streets, Vlad can't tell them people nothing. This is the rules of the streets. This is why I wrote the 13 new commandments of the streets. Because what you're saying is how they're living it. I put in all the old rules and all the new rules they're living by. Not my rules, it's what they're doing. He told, Act, if you give them any information on anybody else about the commission of a crime.
Like, Wack 100 be contradicting himself, bruh. This dude literally, I don't mean to just talk about the Surf thing so long. Surf got in front of a judge and they asked him, were you traveling across state lines with members and associates in furtherance of the gang, with product, you know what I'm saying, with marriage, I don't want to say it on here, but like with all of that stuff. Surf said, yes, ma'am. Wack 100 said Surf didn't snitch. They asked Surf if Surf was one of the leaders of the gang. He said, yes, ma'am. They asked, was he doing conspiracies in furtherance of the gang? He said, yes, ma'am. Wack 100 said that's not snitching. He's trying to say this is snitching. Like, what is, yo, come on, bro. What is Wack doing, bro?
And you're from the streets. You're a rat. You know that.
Okay, all right, and I'm using some of these maybe mental. I'm playing a little bit devil's advocate, but these are valid questions, I think. All right, for example, so there's a Chicago case with Rondo number 9 and C-Day. So it's two guys, they robbed a cab driver, and the guy got killed. Essentially, on appeal, one of these guys, I think it was Rondo number 9, his attorney raised the issue. Hey, the evidence points towards the other, my co-defendant, doing the crime more than it points to me. Now,
we still gonna book you for telling.
No. They're both kind of like, both of their lawyers are going to try to say, hey, you guys have the wrong guy. It's the other guy. And it's not really telling on the other guy. They're just saying the evidence supports another person doing the crime, not me.
Listen.
Is that telling?
Listen. If any of them individuals gave their attorney any statements to use against the other dude about that crime, it's telling. But this
So what do you think Surf did? Crossing state lines, a member in the social, they're all on a racketeering charge. And you saying that Surf didn't snitch. But if a lawyer is saying like, yo, hypothetically, like what academics is saying, if a lawyer is saying there's more evidence towards somebody else than my client, that's snitching. The client is snitching. Like, what is Wack saying? And I don't want this to seem like I'm coming at Wack 100, bro. I think you might be wrong about this one, bro. I don't think Max B snitched, bro. I don't think he did.
is telling. Wingate, who is Max B.
But Wack, he only told him.
Why is he not letting academics talk?
Law enforcement.
Yeah,
Here's how you know somebody wrong, bro. They won't let the other person talk.
By helping them locate Conway. It's nothing else to talk about. I'm sorry.
All right. Okay. Let me just use another example. All right. Two people do a crime.
Operation.
All right, Wack.
Law enforcement.
Wack, say you were into criminality and someone gets interrogated and they said, hey, you know Wack 100, right? Person says yes. To be like, is he from California? If he says yes, is that telling?
At that point, you just gave up information on somebody else.
That's telling?
Period.
Oh,
we're going to see that as that.
Oh, my God.
If they tell
We got to
me,
steal the sidewalk, y'all. We got to steal the sidewalk.
Hey, listen, bro. But listen, if they say, hey, Wack, Big U, yeah, what up? Do we live in the 60s? I don't know where he lived. That's on you to figure that out. Big U.
Hold on.
Is he from 60s? I don't know where the fuck he's from.
Wow.
Actually, from this point on, I plead the fifth.
Hey.
Big U, is he black? I don't know what he is.
What? You can't say he black? No.
I'm not saying nothing. I'm not giving them any information about another individual in the commission of a crime. Those are the rules of the streets. The rules of the... Hey, bro,
you can't say he's black?
Act, listen. You ain't from the streets, so what you say don't matter. Those are those rules. Hey, black part of the Jewish community. They got so many holidays, we be like, what? Bro, I be trying to do business. Is my wire coming? It's a holiday. When I say black, does it matter? If I tell them, hey, bro, I need you to go to work that day and send that wire. Does what I'm saying matter? It doesn't matter. So what I'm saying is, what you're saying doesn't matter.
I'm gonna call you a hypocrite because I remember vividly when you were on Clubhouse and you played the call when you said there was a federal investigator that called you and they asked you about Jay Prince, And you didn't give up incriminating information, but you answered questions. You're like, hey, Jay Prince is a good businessman.
Now let me tell you why I did that.
Okay.
Their whole thing
Was that done?
hell no, I didn't tell. I cleared it. Their whole thing was.
So you did what Thug did. Thug cleared what?
No, I didn't. Their whole thing was Jay Prince has been issuing threats against you. Are you in fear of this man? I told them that man has never issued a threat against me. He's a pillar in his community as I am in mine.
I'm sorry, man. I can't listen to no more of this, bro. I don't think Max B told. What do y'all think? Let me know down in the comment section below. I can't waste more of my time. And then shout out to Academics for highlighting that so people can see it. You know what I mean? Shout out to Wack 100. It's not this, you know, like that. I just think might have got this one wrong, gang. You know what I'm saying? I think you got this one wrong. I don't really think that's fair to Max B for real, like to be getting out of jail. You know what I mean? And after serving that kind of time, and then you come home, and then it's like people trying to say you a rat when you didn't do it. You know, that's crazy. And I'm sure like most people facing 75 years would tell, bro. You know, I ain't a thug like that, but I mean 75 years will make you think. It make you think. Like I might have to say a few things. Throw a couple yes ma'ams in there. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But bro, facing that kind of time, you know, I think what he do, like 17 years? He ain't, I mean, out of all this time, it ain't really nothing being said other than, I think it was, shout out to Doggy Diamonds. Doggy Diamonds in an interview with the dude that is kind of upset with Max B or whatever. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I didn't watch the interview. Shout out to Doggy Diamonds. I'm gonna have to check that out. You know, subscribe to him. But I don't think Max B told, gang. I don't think he did. Somebody said, I'm telling if they say I gotta sit in there 24 hours. Hey, I ain't made for jail either, bro. Like they come at me like, hey, you gonna be in jail for 3 days. What do I have to say to go home? Who your boy gotta tell on? You know what I'm saying? 3 days? I could just imagine, bro. Thug, like, I could just imagine, bro. Somebody sitting you down like, yo, you about to face 75 years. Football jerseys don't even barely reach that. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, bro. Somebody gets snitched on, gang. That's how it goes. You know, I got kids out here. I ain't trying to be in jail for life for some street cred. Like, no. That's why I don't live a thug life. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to them. I don't think Max B told, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm out, y'all. Peace.